Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, all of us of freedom all over the world. Welcome to Tassin News, depending on your time and where you are listening to us from. If this is your first time on joining us on this channel, please all you will do for us is to subscribe to this channel, like, comment, and share. Or you are listening to the news as we bring you the news as it be hot. Police recover ballot boxes, weapon from suspected thugs in Lagos. The Commissioner of Police (CP) Lagos State Command Oluomo said that some weapons, ballot boxes, and sensitive materials snatched by some suspected thugs were recovered during the gubernatorial election in Lagos State. Oluomo disclosed this on Saturday to newsmen after he rounded off his monitoring activities for the gubernatorial election in the state. He said some persons were also arrested over various electoral offenses in different parts of the state, stressing that there were some isolated cases during the election. We made a number of arrests. We also made some recoveries in terms of INEC-sensitive materials, ballot boxes, and offensive weapons. The number of arrests is still being compiled by our file officers. By Sunday morning, I will know the exact number and make it public. No one was killed in Lagos State during the gubernatorial election. Oluomo described the exercise in Lagos State as excellent in spite of some pockets of violence. He noted that the isolated cases were actually challenging the security agencies, stressing, however, that those breaches were anticipated and measures were put in place to check the situation. Our operational plans actually anticipated that there would be breaches. It was planned in a way that whenever it occurred, our attention was drawn to such breaches. We have a second layer action plan which we activated in most of the isolated instances where the breaches were reported. We promptly responded and restored order, he said. My people, now so we see him as election they go for. Lagos State, Oluomo, who is the CP of Lagos State, has reported on how they recovered some sensitive materials from INEC and other offensive weapons from thuggery. Of course, you know that election in Nigeria has become a matter of do or die. It is either you take it by hook or you take it by crook. And as a matter of fact, this is not what democracy is all about. I think that Nigeria as giant of Africa should improve in the process of their election. Of course, Mahmoud, who is presently the INEC chairman, promised Nigerians that there will be free and fair election. He also promised Nigerians that the election result will be transmitted or transferred from the polling unit immediately. He said that the citizens will be able to view their result live. But as the case may be, that is not the case of the 2023 gubernatorial election. Things changed and many things happened, and INEC were not able to keep to their promises. Of course, you know that many people suffered several setbacks during the just concluded general election in Nigeria because INEC was not able to fulfill their promise as they gave it to Nigerians, because they promised Nigerians that the result will be transmitted directly from that polling unit. But as a matter of fact, that was not what happened, because many polling units, people experienced several problems, and INEC could not provide enough network for their returning officers to be able to transmit the result or transfer the result to them However, they put the issue. People, the INEC officials faced a lot of issue, and Nigerian citizens themselves faced a lot of issue. I think that Nigeria has come to the point where electoral process should be done in an electronic way, whereby you can just place your hand and vote, click on the party you are supporting, and directly the result will go direct to the system. Just like in America, whereby they are voting, you will be seeing the states that have been voted. You also see those that are leading in those states. Well, I think that was the plan of INEC for the 2023 general election, according to what Mahmoud, who is the INEC chairman, said on the national television. He said, a question was thrown to him to know if they will not disappoint Nigerians as usual. Of course, the matter, the issue of Nigeria, that the leaders promise us and end up not fulfilling the promise, and many people were worried, and they wanted to be sure that definitely that INEC was going to fulfill their promise, and INEC gave Nigerians their word that they will fulfill their promise, that the result will be transmitted right from the polling unit, and the citizens will be able to assess their result live. But that was not the case during this last concluded election. The process was still manually, though there was beavers. The only work I saw beavers doing during this concluded election was only to do recapturing, and after recapturing, your name and your information will be processed, and a ballot paper will be handed over to you, with which you will use to vote. So but after the voting, after the election exercise, the citizens who exercised their franchise right were patiently waiting so that the INEC officials or the returning officers will immediately upload their result. But that was not what they saw. The opposite was the case. So I think our leaders should be men of their words. I don't know why leaders will give citizens their word, and at the end of it, they will not be able to fulfill that word that they have given to the citizens, and that will make us to start looking down on the government, because if the government who are the law, because they are the law, they are the ones that set the law for us, and whatever they have said is what we are abiding to. And if the government who is the law, or who are the law, or who sets the law of a nation, are not able to be held accountable for their word, then tell me who will be who we can hold accountable for his or her word in Nigeria, if the government cannot stand by their word and allow the citizens to hold them accountable. Now, you see, the issue of Nigeria is as if Nigeria, which is supposed to be the giant of Africa, has now become the mockery of every nation. Because if you look at the process of the 2023 general election, even a blind man will be able to understand what is actually going on in Nigeria, because it's more like a thuggery war. It's more like a war. It's more like a coup. It's more like a coup d'etat. Like people overthrowing government. People wants to seize power by all means. The sitting governors want to seize power by all means. The sitting party wants to seize power by all means. But they say that we are in democracy, and democracy is government of the people, by the people. It is the people with their voters card that has been given to them that will vote in the candidate, the preferred candidate for them. An election of a nation as big as Nigeria. I think Nigeria has come to the point of Nigeria has come to the point of being bigger than so many things. Nigeria has come to that point, but it looks as if the nation is going backwards. After the independence in 1960, then check from 1960 till date, no change, no transformation, no revolution, nothing. Everything is still the same, and it looks as if that every day we are heading into decadence. The nation is dilapidating daily. The political structure, the economic structure, the financial structure, even the academic structure, the judiciary, the executive, the legislature, everything is crashing. I think the nation has, at this age, should be aiming at gearing into more prosperity and development in the nation. Infrastructural development. It is in Nigeria, a giant of the nation, that some places the governors are there, but there are no roads. There are no roads in in some of the states. No roads. Then tell me, what are they doing with the revenue that are being generated? What are they doing with the income? What are they doing with the yearly allocation that's been allocated to each state every year after the budget? Where are all this money going? And if you check the one they have built, you check the cost of it, you find out that you cannot be able to equate it with what have been given out to construct that work. People who do the work do it anyhow. Nigeria is just cut. If you are given a contract by the government, the person that connected you will take a cut. Then the person that connected you will take a cut. Another person will take a cut. And by the time the money reaches to you, you find out that the money means nothing anymore. The money has crashed. So I think Nigeria government should look into this matter. Nigerian. Remember that you are still on Emizari News. Now we be the Ndioma where they bring you the story where we say they happen for all over the world. In case of any advertisement, don't forget to chat us on our link so that we'll be able to carry on your advertisement. Feel free to chat us, because we are here to serve you, as our service is to God and humanity.